Good afternoon, class. Our today's topic is computer and internet security. The meaning of the term computer security has evolved in recent years. Before the problem of data security became widely publicized in the media, most people's idea of computer security focused on the physical machine. Traditionally, computer facilities have been physically protected for three reasons. The reasons are to prevent theft and damage to the hardware. Second reason is to prevent theft and damage to the information. The third reason is to prevent disruption of service. Strict procedures for accessing to the machine room are used by most organizations, and these procedures are often the organization's only obvious computer security measures. Today, however, with remote terminal access, communications, networking, physical measures rarely provide meaningful protection for either the information or the services. Only the hardware is secure. Nonetheless, most computer facilities continue to protect their physical machines far better than they do for their data, even when the value of the data is several times greater than the value of the hardware. Let's begin with the concept of computer security. Computer security refers to protecting computers, information, and services from unauthorized access, change, or destruction. So, the meaning of computer security is to protect both the hardware and the software. It's not only to protect the physical machines. The computer security refers to the protection of computers and the physical machines, but also to protect the information in it and the service offered from the systems. So those are physical machines, information, and services are protected from unauthorized access, change, or destruction. Internet security extends the concept of computer security. So from the protection of hardware's information in it and the service offered, internet security extends that concept to the systems that are connected to the internet. When we say the systems that are connected to the internet, we mean the browsing to the internet, electronic commerce or e-commerce, social networking, emailing, and other systems which are connected to the internet. Network security is an integral part of the computer networking, regardless of whether the network is limited to a home environment with a single connection to the internet through a router, or as large as the corporation with thousands of users. So the idea of network security starts at home to the larger network with thousands of users. who should be concerned with computer and internet security? By using common sense, people who are involved in anyhow with computer and internet should be concerned with computer and internet security. So anyone who uses computers, mobile devices, the internet, email, social networks should be concerned with computer and internet security. Why should we care about computer and internet security? Why should we care about the cyber security? The advancement of ICT, or information and communication technology, has many outcomes, and some of those outcomes are dangerous for the users or devices or systems of ICT. So there are number of infections which are produced to affect the normal operation of our device, our systems, or information and communication technology at large. So we have to look on infections which are designed or produced for the purpose of infecting our devices, systems, or computers. Virus. Virus is a program designed to infect your computer, replicates itself, and usually causes lost or corrupt data. So viruses are programmed and they are produced. These are computer viruses. They are produced for the purpose of causing lost data or corrupt data. This can occur in many ways. Some viruses produce a shortcut of files. Some viruses produce a multiple copy of a file. Some viruses hide our information. So viruses are produced to lost data or to produce corrupt data. Another infection is spyware. Spyware is a type of malicious code that tracks your habits on the internet without you knowing it. So spyware works in your system without your knowledge, and the spyware usually collects a personal information. We have other threats: zero-day or zero-hour attacks. This is an attack that occurs on the first day that a vulnerability becomes known. Or this is an attack that occurs on the first time when the weakness occurs. So the weakness related to security of your device, when it occurs, zero-day or zero-hour attack is likely to take place. Hackers attacks. Hackers attack is an attack by a knowledgeable person to user devices or network resource. So this attack is done by knowledgeable person, a person who is good at ICT. A person with knowledge of ICT produce an attack on a device or network resource. Denial of service attack. Denial of service attack or DOS attack is an attack designed to slow or crash application and the processes on the network device. So when your device is attacked by the denial of service attack, you'll find your device behave abnormal. Your device can be in good order in terms of hardware. You can have a device with a bigger RAM which can support a lot of processes, but it begins to behave abnormally. The processes are slowed down, or sometimes the process crash, and when that occurs, denial of service attack is likely to be there. Data interception and theft attack. Data interception and theft is an attack to capture private information from an organization's network. So data interception and theft works with or deals with organization information, organizational network. Identity theft. Identity theft is an attack to steal the login credential of a user in order to access your private data. So this attack is designed to steal your password and username in order to access your private data. All attacks are programs. They are designed or developed to do what they did. Phishing, hoaxes, malware, scams, and spam. Phishing, hoaxes, malware, scams, and spams are most prevalent and persistent threats to your security come to you in your inbox. So they usually come through inbox or come to your inbox. They come by different names and may even appear legitimate and even supposedly from the people you may know. You can experience this in our emails account. Sometimes we receive emails from the people we know or we don't know, but the email come to our inbox, and those email contains an attachment, a link or a picture which we can click. Those email are likely to be harmful. So you should be very careful with your inbox. Broken device. Devices that do not work when needed or as expected are known as broken device. So we went through a number of attack or threats. Now let's discuss the basic approaches to security, the measures, what we should do to protect our devices, our information, our systems from the threats. What we have to know is there is no a single solution that can protect our network, our systems, our device from variety of threats that exist. So security is still a big issue in ICT, since there is no a single solution which you can use to protect your device, to protect your information, or to protect your system. For this reason, security should be implemented in multiple layers using more than one security solution. If one security component fails to identify and protect the network, the other still stand. So we have to implement various solutions of security. If one of security component fails, other alternative security solution can be useful to different attacks or different threats. Antivirus and anti-spyware softwares. So the threats, most of them, the threats are programs. We saw that traditionally people used to think about the physical machines, about the security of the physical machines. But today's idea of security extends to the protection of physical machines as well as information in them. So we have antivirus and anti-spyware. As we know, now we know the concept. We know what is antivirus, what is virus, computer virus, and spyware. So antivirus and anti-spyware detects and removes virus and spyware from our devices and basically our computers. But those viruses, antiviruses and anti-spyware must be kept up to date. The developers or designers of the viruses or spywares keep on changing. They are intelligent. So as people struggle to design the protection tools, the developers of the threat also struggle to come differently so they can continue with the attacks to our information or our devices. So we must keep our antiviruses or anti-spyware up to date for them to be useful. So make sure if you're using antivirus or anti-spyware, make sure you receive the updates frequently and install those updates. Install security patches. So another thing, the installation of security patches, the special programs which will take care of our devices' vulnerability. So you have to make sure you install the security patches also. Another thing is the use of firewalls. Enable firewalls. Firewall can be used when we use our devices in a network. So if your device is connected to other devices in a network, you should make sure that you are using or you're enabling the firewalls. The firewalls is a security feature which protect our computers by preventing unauthorized access. So through the use of our firewalls, we can filter the incoming and outgoing traffic to make sure that the only authorized access is allowed. So our computers, if you are using the Windows PC, Windows have the security features and they have firewalls. So you can enable a Windows firewall to protect your PC. When you install antivirus in your computer, most of antivirus tend to stop the Windows firewalls and to start the firewalls to protect your device. The use of a strong password to protect computers. Password is a string of character which enable us to log in to our computer's system or interface. The string of characters. Characters can be letters, can be digits, or other characters like a full stop, a comma, a slash, a @ and other signs found on our keyboards, computer keyboards. So you are advised to make your password strong. To make your password strong means to create a password with a lot of characters and to mix characters. Use of small letters and capital letters, the use of digits, the use of other characters. So make sure you use passwords which are not easy to guess. Be cautious about downloading free software or files from untrusted sites. When you are surfing or you are browsing the internet, you must be very careful because a lot of threats are coming from internet. So you must be very careful downloading free software or files from untrusted sites. Most prevalent threats to your security come to you in your inbox, as we already discussed. All are all designed to get to you. Click on item like attachment, link, or picture. So you are attracted with those attachment, links, or pictures. You have to be careful. You have to be confident with the links or with the attachments before you click them. If you click, you could launch a harmful programs or be directed to harmful websites. So think before you click on links. Most threats are targeted in the hope that you will click on the harmful links, attachment, pictures, videos, or icon in an email or web page. So do not automatically click on the internet links until you have confidence in them. Look at the actual address for the links in question. So by using your cursor or mouse, you can hover the link before you click to investigate the address of that link. For instance, if the link indicates click here, be sure to hover your mouse pointer over the link and investigate before you proceed. Only after you are confident that the site is safe, then you can click. Mobile devices security. So security for mobile devices and social networks. Mobile devices have become the devices of choice for communication and connection to the internet. We mostly use mobile device for communication. We use our mobile phones and for connection to the internet. We use smartphones, tablets, laptop computers. So mobile devices are used mostly uh, than desktop devices. We also use social networks. Social networks are very popular. Most of people use social networks. They are in social networks: Facebook, Google Attitude, Twitter, Instagram, and other social networks. A mobile device risk. What are the risks found in or find in the you can find in the mobile device? Mobile devices are easy to steal and easy to lose. We all know mobile devices are portable devices, so they are easy to steal or to lose. If you lose your mobile device, it means you lose your data because they are used to carry large amount of data. We store most of our data in our mobile device. So if stolen, an unsecured smartphone grants access to your private information, email correspondence, address books, and unsecured documents. So their portability is a risk because they are easy to lose or steal. Another risk is most of our mobile devices are not protected. We are not protecting the information in our mobile devices. Most of us, they are, for the case of mobile phones, most of us don't know the IMEI number of our mobile phones. So we don't take care of the security of our mobile device, the security of the physical device, and the security of information in it. Data may be sniffed during unprotected wireless communication, so we also should be careful with the wireless connection with the use of hotspots. So don't just connect to any hotspot you see. You have to be sure of the network you are connected to. Location sharing. A location-aware application deliver online content to users based on their physical location. Technologies employ GPS, cell phone infrastructure, or wireless access point to identify where cell phones or laptops are located, and users can share the information with location-aware applications. So we should be very careful with the location-aware application. We should not entertain sharing our location or turning on our GPS in our mobile devices. How are location sharing technologies used? Apps might provide you with information on nearby restaurants, notify you of traffic jams, lets your friend in social network know where you are, promoting increased social connectivity. So that are some use some applications of mobile device location sharing technologies. Risks of location sharing technologies. Makes users human homing beacons. If you turn on your location sharing or you turn on your GPS in your mobile phone, it means people can trace you whenever you are. So it will be like you're moving with your beacon. You will be traced whenever you are if your location sharing is on. Increases the chance of being stuck. It may also reveal when you are home or away. It is very easy for people to know if you are at home or you are away. Our computer and the internet security continue. Examples of location sharing technologies. GPS or Global Positioning System. Geotagging of photos. Location details added to photograph. So the GPS are geotagging of photos which are used for photographers to add the location details in the photo. Facebook Places allows users to share where you are with your friends, see where your friends are, and discover new places around you. You can use the location sharing. Blip BlackBerry application updates location every 15 minutes. Google Latitudes allow you to see where your friends are and what they are doing. So these are some examples of location sharing technology. GPS, geotagging of photos, Facebook Places, Blip, BlackBerry application, and the Google Latitude. Most apps offer privacy control. Enable them. Some privacy control are not always easy to access. So we can use the privacy control. You can turn on your location sharing or turn it off. So it's easy also. It's possible to control the privacy, your privacy. By default, the location sharing can be maybe too open, but you can turn it off. So know what application you have and research privacy control. Disable GPS capabilities and geotagging features. So you are the user of your device. You are sure if you want to use the location sharing or if there is no need for you to use it. So there are some applications which needs the location sharing to be on, and sometimes you don't need to use location sharing. It's up to you to control, to turn on or to turn off. Enable auto lock. Enable auto lock on your device. So you can enable auto lock after sometimes your device, if it is not in use, it will lock automatically. Enable password protection. You have to use password. Create a password that is not easy to guess. Some smartphone users prefer to use the security pattern, but security pattern is not as safe as password. So you advise you to use password instead of security pattern. Keep the phone OS and apps up to date. So another thing is to make sure you receive the operating system updates as well as application updates. The developers or the vendors of applications and the operating system are doing daily research on security of your device and on the relevance of their product. So they keep upload the updates for their customers. So you should make sure that you receive those updates and install, because some of them contain security features which will protect your device. Enable remote wipe features where possible. And avoid connecting to public wireless network when possible. So make sure you are confident with the wireless network before you connect. Security guidelines. Social network security guidelines. So we discussed the mobile device security guidelines. Now let's move to social network security guidelines. Before you post anything in a social network, ask the following. So you should ask yourself the following questions. Will this post or picture cause a problem for me? Would I say this is in front of my mom? So you should be very careful before you post anything on a social network. Think about the impact of that post. Think about the consequence of the post you're trying to make on a social network. And ask yourself if that post you're trying to make, can you say it in front of your mom? Those are some questions you should ask yourself before post anything on a social network. Another thing is limit the number of people that see. So you should limit the number of people that see your post. Share the public information with public, and share inner thought and personal feelings with close friends. Not everything you should share with public. So you have to be careful. Before you share anything, ask yourself questions. Is that post for public or for my close friends or close people? If it's public post, you can share with public. If it's your inner thoughts and personal feelings, share it with your close friends or close people. Security guidelines for in social networks continue. Limit your visibility on services. So limit your visibility. Control it by using your location sharing button or your location sharing feature in your device. Do not friend or connect with people that you have not met in person or know well. So you should be very careful connecting to people in social networks. Connect to people or friends which you know or you met them in person. Limit your checking information to friends only. So friends only should view your information. Don't share your information with everyone. Don't share your information with public. They are public information and they are some personal information. Share your personal information with your close friends, public information with the public. Never check in at your home, school, or work. A mayorship is a public office. So avoid public list for a location. Turn on your location sharing of your device. So use location sharing when you're using applications that require location. Otherwise, turn off your location sharing. Review posts you are tagged in. Turn off your location data in photos and turn off Find My Face in photos and videos. Disable location data for tweets and delete all the location data too. So we are using social networks and assume that you're just communicating normally or traditionally. So you should filter the information for public and your personal information. Don't mix the public information and personal information. Up to that point, we are done with computer and internet security. If you have questions, you can send them through comments. You will find this video on your Google Classroom account. So after the lecture, you can send questions. You can share questions on the comments. Thank you. Until next time.